Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So first I'd like to update you on my teacher friend who had that very odd stroke yesterday. It was called a TIA, which is some form of a stroke, and ended up speaking fluent Spanish and Italian. So today she is back to English, praise God, and does not know Spanish or Italian still, and did not get better at it via yesterday. So interesting, people. Physically she's better, and they're actually thinking of releasing her tomorrow, but mentally she's a wreck. She's scared to death and doesn't feel that she can trust life. She's so afraid she's going to be robbed again of her ability to freely communicate. It really freaked her out. She doesn't want to be with the students because she's afraid she might have an attack with them and scar them for life in some way. She's just a wreck. And so continued prayers. I don't know if she will come back. I may not have a partner teacher anymore. But whatever's in her best interest, I will most certainly support. So I wanted to talk about my skinny neck and how I'm seemingly losing weight. I will tell you, I got all this lusciousness down here. Don't you worry about a thing. It's just really funny to see, like, my face getting so skinny, my neck getting skinny. I almost have a natural collarbone without working at it, probably, from the exercise I've been doing, but I got a bunch of significance down here below the camera. There is significance down here. Anyway, that was just funny. So I am giving this video to Cokie Roberts. Oh my gosh, what a phenomenal, fantastic woman and person in general. And I put her as the icon for this video because she left the planet today as consequences of having breast cancer, which is such a nightmare, as we know, and all too familiar. And I just wanted to read some of the quotes that she had in her life, and I just want to say, Cokie, thanks for your time on our planet. I'm glad we lived at the same time, and I'm sorry that we didn't get a chance to actually meet each other, but she's just such a kick. She grew up, she was born in 1943 in New Orleans, and she got married at 22, and she's literally been married to the same husband for 53 years, which you've got to love. I love that. She was a devout Catholic. She was actually named Mary Martha as a child, but the nickname Cokie came and it stuck, and it's just cute as can be. And what was so great about her was that she just lived her truth. She didn't have to put Catholicism on people. It was just who she was. She wasn't afraid, even though she was in the political arena, to speak at Catholic conferences and, talk about her faith. She was a powerful woman in the industry of journalism and, of course, a newscaster and just so informed. When there were all men on the panel, she'd be the one woman because people trusted what she had to say. And again, that wasn't something either. She wasn't fighting for women's rights. She was living as a woman with rights, which is so cool. Are you kidding me? Cokie. I just dug her, man. I dug her. And God has given me an opportunity to meet many wonderful, powerful women. Tanny Raw among them. But people like Oprah, Hillary Clinton, more than once, right? Different people like Betty White, Lonnie Anderson, of all people, who was such a kick. Just so many other people. Lisa, Dr. Phil, and then other people like Dom DeLuise, John Denver, just a variety of people, and a lot of civilians, just really cool people. And I'm always so happy to encounter them. And I didn't get a chance before Cokie left, but I'm putting the energy out there and thanking God for the gift of her in her lifetime. So these are some of the quotes, just a variety. So one says, our civic society is really all we have by way of nationhood. Our civic society is all we really have. I think she's referencing the need for grassroots movements, because if we're waiting on the government, it ain't gonna happen. And I absolutely agree. And this one is so cool. When they asked her, what do you want to be remembered for? She didn't say a phenomenal journalist, a Ivy League graduate, a daughter of a senator, like none of those. It was, I want to be remembered as a good wife, a good mother, a good friend. That was it. You gotta love the humility in that. So this one says, women rely on friends. That's where, sorry, it got cut off. That's where we derive our sustenance and find safety. We can count on our women friends when we need a good laugh or a good cry. Cokie Roberts. She understood. She loved being a woman. She loved supporting women. This one was kind of funny. I mean, it's hard to find a voice on talk radio that is not a conservative voice. I don't know. I found some rebels out there, but I get that. This one is the most classic of all. As long as algebra is taught in school, there will be prayer in school. Who don't you know for an algebra test hasn't found themselves praying? I just love that. This one was cool. She said, times do keep changing. Thank God. And that's true, right? Our advancement of accepting people, understanding things. This one is a bit of a controversy as a devout Catholic, but it says the truth is, the notion that gay marriage is harmful to marriage is sort of mind-boggling, because these are people trying to get married. But it seems to me, if you want to defend marriage against something, defend it against divorce. Girl, you just bibbed. Wait, you just drooled a bib full. Okay, and then this one is fantastic. Let's see. But the truth is, and we can argue about whether this is right or not as long as we want to, but the fact is that women really do spend more time with their families. Until I can find a man who can tell me the dates of all his nieces and nephews' birthdays and get presents out to them regularly, I'm going to stand by that statement. She is awesome. She is so awesome. And then I don't know what this one was. It said, he's always hoped I would have one. I never have. Do you think she's talking about an orgasm? Like, that's the quote. He always hoped I would have one. I never have. I mean, what is that? That is so open to debate. It just, for some reason, orgasm came to mind, which is just super funny. The one, and I think I already said this, but I'll say it again. No matter what else they're doing, women are also always nurturing. Isn't that true? I mean, we're just caregivers by nature. No matter what else they're doing, women are always nurturing. I agree. And this one. Washington, D.C. is the only place in America where people put bumper stickers on their cars Excuse me. I'm going to try it again. Washington, D.C. is the only place in America where people put bumper stickers on their cars the day after the election. You got to wait to see who won, right? Yeah, that's pretty funny. And then, let me see. Oh, Cokie. God bless you, my friend. I just love seeing her little beautiful face. I always wanted children, but not until they were actually part of my life did I realize I could love that fiercely or get that angry. She understands being a mom. You're not kidding. And this one was so cute. And Cokie had, her parent was a, really, Juliana? Yeah. I did say I drove 250 miles today and taught all day, right? Thanks for bearing with me, people. Anyway, he was a senator, okay? So she was always on the Hill. She grew up on the Hill and then, became all those things herself. But apparently so did Al Gore. And I think Al Gore right now is like 60-something, and Cokie just died today at 75. She said, I've known Al Gore since he was born. He has been the best little boy. He was a boring child, and he has never done anything wrong. I guess if you're a boring child, you can't get into that much trouble, but that is very funny coming from her. And then I'll just end with these two. So one, Martha Washington, I think she's done herself a disservice in history with a little cap, you know? She looks like a namby-pamby little grandmotherly type, but she turned out to be a very strong woman. I'm like, really, Cokie? How about that was the garb of the day? And then finally, nobody talked about women as successors to male anchors. So this is like in the industry, to male anchors for ages. To have a solo female anchor of the evening news is a milestone. There's no question about it. It's crazy at this time in our history, but there it is. That was her. So brilliant. Darn, there was just one other that it was another one about successors and saying that there's no wonder women weren't referenced because only men are on the Constitution and the Declaration, right? All right. Anyway, that's my Cokie Roberts. My Cokie Roberts. She had no idea. Anyway, darn, I'm so sorry. She left the planet before I could meet her, and I'm really sorry that she left the planet another victim of cancer. Let me see if this is hers. No. Okay, the other thing was just so I was saying a victim of cancer, but I know depending on your mindset, it can really serve some people. For some people, when they finally have cancer, it's the only time that they feel loved, the only time they feel prayed for, the only time they feel people are giving them their undivided attention. And there was this woman, she's a substitute teacher, but I'm pretty sure she's a retired teacher who's subbing. And she is recovering from cancer, and she actually has her arm in like a support sling to like keep the fluids running in the right direction and whatever. So she's still very much in the midst of it. But when people dare to start saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, she immediately says, stop, just stop. This has been incredible for me. I have met people I never would have met. I've inspired people I never would have inspired. You know, like it's a dream come true for her. She's totally seen only the beauty in the plight, I'll say, the beauty in the plight. And maybe that was Cokie's story too. All right, thanks for spending time with me and Cokie Roberts. And you can look her up. I'm sure she's plastered all over social media right now. And the quotes that I gave were from brainyquotes.com, which I love. So like if you like, my friends, subscribe if you haven't. And until we talk again, know that you're blessed.